Hey everybody, Dr. Diane, your Libido Doc here, talking today about desire mismatch. So what to do if you're in a situation where your partner, your husband, is really dying and excited to have sex with you, and you're like, gosh, honey, I am just not in the mood. The first thing to understand is this is common, and this is especially common as women go through midlife transitions, through menopause, through the hormonal changes, and everything else that comes with that stage of life. One of the first things I've seen to really help couples through this is by talking through it openly, honestly, and by really sharing intimately, vulnerably, how this is impacting both sets of people. So for the female going through menopause, many times it is so confusing and overwhelming to find that the mood changes day to day. There's hot flashes, not feeling like oneself, feeling like there's changes in the body, feeling and noticing the desire change and feeling like you're completely out of sorts with how to handle it. Of course, there's things we can do. But oftentimes, the male partner does not realize the level of intensity that this can bring to the female. So one is helping a partner to understand that. And then two, as women, it can also be really helpful to understand and to hear your partner and the impact on them. Sometimes it can feel a sense of isolation or loneliness for them, like they lost a partner, they lost the person that they are really trying to connect with, and they're having a hard time and they might be feeling lonely, right? There's many different things that can happen. So we want to have an open dialogue and just name without judgment or critique what is happening, and try not to blame the other person. Just they share about the experience of what's happening. Another thing that I've seen to really help people is when we go through and actually just share about what sex actually provides. So if you're finding that your partner wants sex and you don't, then actually having a conversation, like beyond just like, okay, the pleasure and it feeling good, what is it actually providing? What does sex actually provide? Is it connection? Is it release? Is it something else? And we want to have these conversations because sometimes when we do, we can realize that what sex is actually providing for the one partner, the other partner might ultimately want in their life too. And by talking through this, then we can have a conversation that is along the lines of, okay, well, how can we actually still find ways of providing these things, maybe in a way that doesn't look entirely the same? Is there another way we can be intimate without penetrative sex, for example? And I definitely encourage people to understand that low libido is a symptom of something being out of balance. So that can be physical, through hormones, through neurological system, through cardiovascular system. So there can be several things that's leading to the physical body being out of balance. It can also be a change in needs, wants, preferences, and desires. It can be a change of understanding one's body. The body does change, especially during menopause, and so does needs, wants, preferences, and desires sexually. So we want to, one, acutely say, how can we talk about this and how can we still get needs met even when we're working to improve this? And then secondly, then I also encourage you to do lab tests around hormones, around stress levels, or stress hormones, around cardiovascular function, around neurotransmitters or brain chemistry, gut health, so many more things, and working with a doctor that can help you understand what is going on there. So those kind of things can really help to, one, help with the acute stress while you're looking at figuring out that true root cause for why there's that desire mismatch. And when couples do this well, I've actually seen this time of life become a time where they actually get closer and more intimate and not further apart. But it does take support. It does take help. If I can help you and my team can help you in any way, we do have a ton of education on things just like this. I do work with people from an education standpoint all over the world, and I do have offerings for people from a one-on-one standpoint as well. So you can find me over at My Libido Doc. Please do subscribe if this has been helpful. Please share this with your partner and your friends. I'll see you in another video.